Ezra 7 in verse 54. For we have walked in unpleasant places, and that the faces of them which have used abstinence shall shine above the stars, which we the stars, 12 tribes of Israel, we are the stars, but only a remnant will receive salvation. Whereas our faces shall be blacker than darkness. And Jeremiah mentioned that in Jeremiah 30. It's also in Lamentation 4. It said we are not known in the streets, right? And our skin is blacker than a coal. For while we lived and committed iniquity, we consider not that we should begin to suffer for it after death. How you going to suffer for something after death? Because you come back every third and fourth generation. Again, same spirit, different body, back again, man. Same spirit, man. It say, for while we lived and committed iniquity, we consider not that we should begin to suffer for it after death. That's why Yahweh said, why gain the whole world and lose your soul, man? Why get a nice mansion in the whatever on this side, and then you die grievous death because you didn't seek Yahweh Shema Shah? And you got to come back again. You got to, well, this is the last run, though. This is it. If you down this side now, but hey, you, what is it? Job 36, you shall die without knowledge. And now you got to come back in the kingdom as through the loins of one of the elect that get saved. Now you got to come back as a baby in the kingdom. So if you die now, if you tap out now, without Yahweh Shema Shah, you got to come back as a baby, man. So it say, for while we lived and committed iniquity, we consider not that we should begin to suffer for it after death. Right, beautiful, brother. That's 2 Corinthians 14:35. Then answered he me and said, this is the condition of the battle. Hold on. I read Romans 8 and 20. This is how the Lord set it up, man. It say, then answered he me and said, this is the condition of the battle which man that is born upon the earth shall fight. That if he be overcome, he shall suffer, as thou hast said. If you be overcome by the things of this world, by getting consumed by the philosophy of the so-called white man, and him giving you, putting a carrot in front of you, got you running around like the greyhounds on the dog track, chasing behind a rabbit. It say that if he be overcome, he shall suffer, as thou hast said. But if he get the victory, he shall receive the thing that I say, which is what? Everlasting life, the kingdom of heaven. And we talk about this all the time, that each one of the 144,000 men will be the foundation of their family lineage in the kingdom, man. It's going to be one thing to make it to the kingdom, Lord willing, but to be one of the 144,000 men, and you get to bring back a whole generation, starting with you, man, ain't nothing, hey, just thinking about it, nothing better than that, man. You get to bring back a whole generation of your family and others. How the Lord have it set up, you get to bring back a generation, man, starting with you. So the point I want to make in this verse, it said, 2 Ezra 7 in verse 57. Then answered he me and said, this is the condition of the battle which man that is born upon earth shall fight. So again, in Romans, let's go back to this. In Romans 8 and 20. This is the conditions the Lord set up, man. This is how Yahweh Shema Shah set it up. Romans 8 and 20. For the creature was not made subject to vanity, not willingly, but by reason of him who have subjected the same in hope. Because the creature itself also shall be delivered from the bondage of corruption into the glorious liberty of the children of power. See, it said, well, I was reading that. Oh, what's that? Wisdom of Solomon. Let's read this again, because that's heavy, man. Wisdom of Solomon 12 Wisdom of Solomon 12:7, it reads, that the land which thou esteemest above all other, which is Israel, might receive a worthy colony of God's children. That's talking about the elect. First and foremost, the 144,000 men and the women that get delivered. Hey, because 2/3 gonna come back in the kingdom through those elect men and those elect women that get salvation. Because the 144,000 men, hey, and I'm just using this number because Solomon had what? 700 daughters, 700 wives, princesses of Israel, and 300 concubines. So if Solomon had 700 wives of Israel, so just imagine every 144,000 men having 700 wives, because we gotta repopulate the kingdom. We gotta repopulate the earth. Lord willing, we'll be up that number. Well, I'm gonna say the elect gotta repopulate the earth. So, man, if Solomon, and it tell you, and it link Solomon having 700 wives, what Isaiah 4:1 say, in that day 7 women shall take hold of one man in Jacob's trouble. Not any man, a man of the Lord. 7 women, 7 mean completion. So that link beautiful with Solomon had 700 wives of Israel, princesses. So in the kingdom, we're gonna be able to have many wives we want, because we gotta repopulate the earth. And we finna be able to go to the uninhabitable galaxies. These Edomites said that the galaxy is steady expanding, man. The universe is expanding, man. And what Yahweh said in John 14:1, in my father's house are many mansions, man. See, these Edomites can't get past the radiation belt, but we're gonna be able to in those angelic bodies. So, like the elder apostles always say, Jerusalem is gonna be the headquarters, man. Because all of us, all 144,000 men, we ain't gonna be able to live, because North America gonna be destroyed. This place will never be inhabited again. We ain't gonna be able to live in the known world, man. With all that population, it say one in Isaiah, what Isaiah 60, one shall become 1,000. Okay, thousands upon thousands, man. But this is how you know the Lord love you. It say Romans 8:21, because the creature itself also shall be delivered from the bondage of corruption into the glorious liberty of the children of God. For we know that the whole creation groaneth. What is talking about? You just had an orca whale, which is one of the smallest whales on the planet, far as we know. For we know that the whole earth, the whole creation groaneth. The orca whale just beached itself about a week or two ago. Dolphins is beaching themselves. Why?